Welcome, everyone, to UFC Fight Night, Bonfim versus Brown, method of victory. If it's your first time watching us, this is how it works. Jim and I take turns picking a fight. We have to pick the winner and the exact method of victory. KO, submission, decision, eye poke, low blow. No, we don't. Those are a little hard to predict. But we're going to break down why we think these are going to happen, and we always start with the coin flip. So, call it an air. This is determined. That's my fight. We get to each claim one fight as our own. The other one cannot take that one. Jim, it is your turn to call. Call it in air.
Heads.
Heads is the call. It is tails. For my That's My Fight, I would like to... I want the Hokit fight. I want Hokit. Hokit. Himnes.
All right.
Who do you want?
I am going to take the Salikov and Medic fight.
Salikov Medic fight. All right. Coin flip to see who goes first. Call it in there.
Heads again.
It's tails again. All right. It's my favorite one on the card, so I will get us started with That's My Fight, and I am going Hokit by KO. It's minus 135. Is that right? Am I looking at that right? I do not believe in these guys, these grapplers, and then they fight really, really weak, a weak schedule in MMA, and then they come over to UFC. I know it's Hokit's debut as well. Hokit's the real deal. UFC's probably had their eye on him. It's minus 135 on DraftKings. So UFC's had their eye on him. He's an animal. He can wrestle. He can strike. My guess is this is a ground and pound KO win. Fight doesn't go, whatever, but Hokit by KO is my number one pick. What would you
Pretty
like?
simple decision for me at number 2. I'm going Joseph Morales. I know that the KO is plus 330 and that the submission is plus 150. But Morales doesn't have the one-hitter-quitter power. I don't think that it's going to be a situation where he hits Schnell and Schnell just falls out. I think he's going to hurt him, and then we're going to see the grappling of Morales in the submission game. So I'm going to go by submission at plus 150 with the assist to the almost KO. The striking leads to the sub.
Okay. All right. I've got a couple long shots, but I'm going to save them. And I will go with our boy, Hyder Amil. And all he's got to do is survive that first flurry from Emmers. Not Emmers. Who's he fighting? Who's...
What,
someone throw
He's
Hyder...
fighting Emmers.
He is fighting Emmers.
Yeah,
okay.
You're right.
All right, I'm right. Emmers just goes wild. He tires himself out. His last 3 fights have been kill or be killed. I think he gets killed. Amil by KO. Brain shut off there. Been a long day. Hyder Amil by KO is plus 150. Yeah, Amil, just don't get knocked out in the first few minutes. Emmers will be dead after that. All right, what do you like?
I got to put this fight at number 4 because we know it's not going the distance, so that gives us a lot more solidarity on a pick here. And I'm going to take Old Man Sadikov by KO TKO at plus 180. He's going to knock out Uros Medic from Alaska FC, who has never been to the scorecards. Win, lose, or draw. The striking's too sharp. Medic is going to try to make it a firefight. I wouldn't be surprised to see him even try to grapple. And I think Sadikov's catching him coming in.
Okay. All right. Time for a little bit of a long shot here. Actually, I'm going to go for my big long shot here. I'm going Zach Reese by decision against Jackson McVeigh. You can get this at 10-1. Listen, Zach Reese's last 2 wins have been by decision. He was, on the regional scene and early on, he was, a killer. Not so much. I don't trust this guy's cardio. I see him managing it, and Jackson McVeigh's wild, but Jackson McVeigh also kind of sucks. So I don't think there's going to be a finish in here. I think if this gets to the ground and Reese gets on top, which is highly likely, Reese can handle his own and just kind of hold him there, and McVeigh's probably not going to get up. We watched Bruno Ferreira get on top of McVeigh and end up submitting him, but I think Reese is managing his cardio. I don't trust Reese to get the finish short notice, so I think he comes in and just tries not to get hurt and ends up, kind of a dominant decision win. But 10-1, I can't pass that up. So, all right, what's your next one?
I love that pick, by the way. Absolutely love
Thank
that
you.
one at plus 1,000. Number 6, 6-pound weight miss for Ismail Bonfim.
Wow.
Big weight miss, 161 on the scales. If this fight still happens, a lot can happen overnight. I'm going Chris Padilla, and I'm going to go Chris Padilla by submission at plus 400. I think there's something wrong with Bonfim. He didn't look, of course he looked bad. He missed weight, but he looked discouraged. He looked stressed. Something's wrong. Something's wrong here. I think that Padilla's going to melt him in 2 or 3. And we've already thought that Ismail kind of looks for the door when things don't go his way. It's just a little bit more ushering him to the door with this weight miss.
Ushering him to the door. All right. I did a long shot. Let's take one that's probably a little bit more obvious, and I will take Cavalcanti by decision. It's probably the juiciest one we're going to have, but it's Mayra Bueno Silva. She makes mistakes. She gives up like when things aren't going her way, just holds position. Cavalcanti's not this huge finisher, so I think Cavalcanti just keeps us on the feet, pieces her up with jabs, and frustrates Silva and gets the decision win. What do you like?
Like it. Let's go Ronnie Barcelos. Old man Barcelos. Man, did he look old on the scales, but doesn't matter how you look, it's how you fight. I'm going to go with Barcelos by decision. I think he's going to do better in the striking, and if Simone can't wrestle for 3 rounds, it is definitely Barcelos on the feet. Plus 275, Barcelos by decision.
All right. Barcelos by decision. I actually had that written down. I actually had Barcelos by decision as well. So, all right. I will take another decision. I believe he's an underdog. I love what I saw from Miles Johns by decision in his last fight. He looked locked and loaded. We all thought he won his last fight. Wrestling looked good. Cardio looked good. And I don't know. There was something about Miles Johns in his last fight against Matsumoto. There was just like a little bit of an edge to him. And Marcos was the exact opposite. Marcos has kind of looked to be fading a little bit. I haven't seen like the aggression. So I think Miles Johns might be able to get some wrestling going and win a couple rounds here, get the decision win. So,
that was my next pick right there.
Was it really? Okay.
Yes, sir. Let's take another decision. Pennington and Gomes. We pretty much know this one's going the distance unless Gomes decides to be the one to finish Tisha Pennington. I don't believe she's gonna. I'm going to say Tisha edges this thing out. It's a better number. It's plus 180. I'm going to go Pennington by decision. Controversial decision. Twitter up in arms decision on this.
Fixed. I can just see that. What's her by decision?
Plus 180.
Wow. It's a great price on Pennington.
It's actually plus money on each girl. So
It's kind of
not
weird.
a bad look.
I am going to go with Christian Leroy Duncan. I think these lines are really out of whack. You don't want to be hit by Marco Tulio. So I think you close the distance and push him up against the fence, kind of take him into deeper waters. And I can see Leroy Duncan winning this, just using some cagey veteran moves. Tulio's 14-1, but who has he really fought? I think Leroy Duncan can make this kind of a frustrating fight. Each guy can have knockout power, but if I'm Duncan, I think I can win this clinch battle up against the fence, stay out of trouble, work some good shots from distance, and squeak out the decision. It just doesn't. Tulio at this point in his career doesn't feel like the guy that beats a veteran like Duncan by decision. It feels like Duncan probably has a few more tricks up his sleeve. So Duncan by decision.
Good pick. Like that Duncan by decision. Let's go to another fight that we believe is, or am I thinking of a different one? Where are we here? We already used the middle. Where's the other one? I'll take the main event.
Okay.
The reason why the main event's not high up is because I don't trust either of these guys one bit. So that's why it's down on number 12 for me. However, I really liked what I saw with the aggression from Randy Brown. I think these guys are going to have a quite measured pace to start this fight. And it's going to be gross and it's going to be hairy. But I just don't know if Bonfim's going to have the cardio to go 5. This is the first big step up. I'm going to go Randy Brown by extremely frustrating decision at plus 450. If this fight doesn't end by the start of round 2, you can guarantee it's going the distance.
Okay.
Aggravating 5 rounds of just close, boring striking. So I'll go Randy Brown by decision at plus 450. Bit of a long shot there. I know the KO, and people think that fight ends. So
I had Brown by decision, too. I was like,
okay.
Brown hurts him but doesn't quite get enough. Like, Bonfim's on the ropes in rounds 4 and 5, and Brown, you're like, come on, Randy, finish him. No, nothing. So I'm with you on that one. All right, Hogan by KO, Morales by sub, Hyder Mill by KO, Salikov by KO, Reese by decision, first big long shot, Padilla by sub, Cavalcanti and Barcelos and Johns and Pennington and Leroy Duncan and Randy Brown all by decision. All right, guys, we do have our UFC Gold Best Bet that is up. We have one bet that's up, but there's one we just can't ignore, and we're going to put that up right now. So there'll be 2 best bets, and you can join us on the Winning in the Shadows YouTube channel to watch the fights live. A lot of live betting. It's just been the star of 2025, these live bets and these live reads that we have. So make sure you join us, and please hit the like button and leave us a comment. Tell us what's your favorite method of victory. Good luck on your plays. We'll see everyone Saturday. Take care.